So I knew before the game that I was 13 points away. And then when I had to go back in the film and I had to find which one was my 13 point, and it was a pretty good bucket. So we're coming down court, it's a fast break. We think we just got a rebound outlet. I'm coming down court. I kind of just like hesied them, and then I just went pull it straight into the three. I had 10 points. I just went straight into the three, straight money, and that was my 1,000 points. So when I figured, I ended up with 20 points that game, and so I wasn't sure which one it was. But once I went back into the film, I was like, okay, that was a pretty good 1,000 point. I was, it was cool. It's big, and at the same time, it's not because it's really, when I think about it, it's really just testament to my teammates, because I know it wasn't me that just went out and got all those points, and I know it was a lot of my teammates were the ones who were able to set me up in position to get the ball, and just to set me up to be in this position, to be honest, with Coach Mayer, my freshman year, him having the trust in me to put me on, on varsity my freshman year. I don't think I would be in the position to be able to make that accomplishment if it weren't for him believing in me. My family always being behind me, and I think because there's just so many little things, so many behind-the-scenes people, and then I'm the one who gets the big award for it, the big 1,000 points. But and it's kind of just all the hard work that myself and that our team has put in over all these years. Now it's it's just one of those awards. That's how I see it. It's like I guess you could say it's basically just like a reward for all the hard work that we put in. Defense. It's always been our big thing. Is defense. I know we started out the season and we weren't playing defense how we usually like to, and we weren't really getting after people how we're used to getting after people. And then somewhere when we were undefeated, and then when we had to go up against Gainesville, and we saw how important defense was to win games, and how we needed to step our defensive game up in order to get to where we want to, which is in the state playoffs, into the state championship game. That, I think us losing to them, and us even playing them, whether we had won or lost, but us losing to them really showed us how much we were going to have to improve our defense. I think it's just been the hard work. I'm not saying that I'm not really surprised that I've been doing it, but this is kind of what I've just been working for. And I know from my junior summer, this is disappointment of how my season ended. I took that upon myself personally, and I was, and I just I talked with Coach Mayer, and I did a lot of self-reflecting on what I needed to do next year, to make sure that didn't happen. And I took it upon myself to go out and put the work in, and now it's just showing up on the stat board. All through the off season, all through the preseason, over the summer, I know that was in the back of everyone's head, because always first, we worried about ourselves, but at the same time, we know that Lincoln is probably, in the past 2 years, that's been the team that's taken us out and destroyed our dreams and our goals, for the season that we've had. And so it's really just put a chip on our shoulder, and it's not even just Lincoln. It's really any team. It started with Lincoln, and now it's just become any team we go up against. We see every team as Lincoln almost now, and that kind of gives us that fire to go out and put it on them every game. A lot of people think it's all about steals, and when you get steals, you get layups, but it's not even about the steals. You get defensive pressure, and you get stops on defense, and you hold the team from scoring, and then we come down and and we're calm, and we make the passes and we stay patient in our offense. Then it just makes it easy, and it's not even about my scoring, but I know it just for everybody. It just makes the offense, and it makes playing on this team so much more fun, and it makes you feel so much more comfortable when you're on the offense, because everyone's unselfish and ready to make that extra pass, and everyone's ready to get up the best shot we can. Ponte Vedra they're a good team, and when we played them, we found that out. Coach told us they were going to come out and they were going to shoot the ball, and I think we took that for granted. And they came out, they hit some tough threes. They even worked it inside a little bit. But then somewhere along, right before halftime, we cranked it up, and we got into our defensive groove, and then that once again it led to our offensive bucket. And then when we keep that up, and not even just like it's not like we just bring some good defense out for a minute or two, but when we start, wherever we start, and when we hold that for the rest of the game, it just makes it a lot easier for us to win games. Personally, I'm gonna have to go back to freshman year. It was I think our first home game. Played Pedro Menendez back when Zach Bryant was at Pedro. That was a really tough game. We stuck with them the entire game. It was a close game. We had the ball. It's like a tie game. We've got the ball with like 10 seconds left. Coach draws up a play out of the timeout. We come out. We get a 3 up. It's an air ball. I'm under the basket. I grab the rebound, put it in, and one. Hit the game-winning bucket. And that one, and as a freshman, I mean, that one that it had so much emotion. It got so loud in the gym when that happened, and that was my first real high school memory, and that one's gonna stick with me for a really long time. But as a team, it's really just been all 4 years that I've been here, just with every single memory and every single thing that we've done together, whether it was a win, a loss, whether it was something we did outside of basketball as a team. There's just been so many things that I've experienced with this team, and I can't even pick one thing as a team that was my favorite one. We keep developing and keep progressing like we have been, especially over these past few weeks. I think we have the potential to go all the way and win a state championship. That's been my goal since I stepped foot on a Creekside basketball court, and it's eluded me all these years, and this is my final year to get it. We've got 8 seniors, and every single one of us knows what it feels like to have that opportunity right in front of you and have it stripped away. So I really think with the talent we have, with the discipline, and with the chip that we have on our shoulder, even with all the accolades that we've accomplished over these past years, there's still this chip, and I think that's what makes us so successful, is that every single player on this team still has that chip on their shoulder, and it keeps us going every day to that final goal to get to a state championship.